evening. On behalf of the Fall River Historical Society, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the second evening of our Serenades. And tonight, the music will be provided by Jumpin Juba, which will play a great mix of regional blues, rootsy rock, and Americana. This is one of 4 serenades that we'll be giving this summer. Hopefully many of you were at the first serenade, and we have a couple more. So if you're looking for a schedule, we have some in the gift shop. And keep in mind, we're a volunteer organization. We depend on the membership. So if you're looking for a membership application, again, you'll find that in the gift shop. We're always looking for volunteers. Now, before we begin this evening's festivities, I'd like to thank a number of people who have made this possible. I thank Mayor Will Flanagan for his efforts in making the concert series possible this year and last year. Last year we presented the first series on a smaller scale to a tremendous response and wanted to do it again this year on a grander scale. I'm happy to report, as you can see, that Mayor Flanagan embraced the idea, and we are here thanks to his commitment to bring cultural events to Fall River. The Fall River Historical Society is also grateful to the City of Fall River and the Greater Fall River, and I am pronouncing this correctly, Recreation, for making this event possible. We would also like to thank Michael Dion, Executive Director and CFO of the Fall River Community Development Agency, and Grace Gerling, Executive Director of Greater Fall River Recreation. And not to be forgotten this evening, our volunteers who make everything possible here at the Fall River Historical Society. I'm also asked to remind everybody that we do have food and beverages. Now, under our license, you can't bring your own food and your own beverages in, but tonight you can buy burgers and hot dogs and pork sandwiches, and there's a cash bar for drinks. And don't forget our raffles. Right over here, you can buy the 50-50 raffles, and as I recall, last week, someone won $420. $44. $44? Okay, that's even better. $244. 400? $44. Holy mackerel, 400. I'm going to go buy another ticket. You've convinced me. Have a great evening, everybody.
Jumpin Juba is in the house or on the lawn. Glad you guys could be here. A pleasure seeing so many good-looking folks here tonight. We're gonna play some rootsy rock and roll, some blues stuff, and right now we're gonna give you a little taste of the New Orleans feel when we take you down to the Funny Farm. Appreciate it. We love that little New Orleans flavor, and we're going to stick with that for another minute or two. do an easy rockin' thing that was a hit back in 1951 for a man named Smiley Lewis. If you don't know who he was one of the great early rhythm and blues singers, more regionally known, kind of down there, New Orleans area. Not too well known up in New England, of course, but you can Google him now and find out all about him. He was really great. This is his best known tune. It was a hit for Crystal Gale in 1960, and the great British roots rocker Dave Edmunds brought it back to the charts in 1970. Smiley Lewis's best known tune is I Hear You Knockin'.
Time ago, now you're back, you're knocking at my door. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking, go back to where you've been. I begged you not to go, but you said goodbye. Now you're back, you're telling me your lies. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking, well, go back to where you've been. I told you way back in 2002, you and I are forever through. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking, now go back to where you've been. Better get back to your used to be, 'cause your love, it ain't no good for me. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking, now go back to where you've been. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking, now go back to where you've been.
Thank you very much. All right, a little story song from our Slap Happy CD. It might cause a slight bit of paranoia among the homeowners in the crowd, but don't worry, the feeling will quickly pass. As we describe a person going about his business in a most peculiar job. Driving down a wealthy country route, trunk of my car full of stolen loot. Saw a family in a front yard packing up a van for a long, long drive to Disneyland. Just the kind of thing you gotta notice if you wanna be a better burglar. I said a better burglar like me. So I waited around till I knew they were gone. Then I crept right up their manicured lawn. I went around back, I popped a window screen, and I slipped inside quick and clean. Just the kind of thing you want to be an expert on if you're a better burglar like me. Well, the family dog was still at home. He's tired of being all alone. He was wagging his tail, grinning a grin. His eyes said, "Feed me, I'll be your friend." Well, you're a good puppy, and it's a holiday for you too. Let's open up a can of their gourmet beef stew. Bon appetit now. Well, I got real hungry watching the doggy eat, and I figured the folks was gone for a week. They had a cuisine art I had all day, so I whipped up a wonderful spinach souffle. I washed that down with a big bottle of Chateau Lafite, couple chocolate truffles for dessert. Good cuisine, know what I mean? They had a lazy boy recliner and a giant TV and a wall-sized video library. I settled right in with some hot popcorn, and I watched the tube till the early morn. I watched the Star Trek series, Terminator series, the Lethal Weapon series, the Alien series, and Home Alone. Now at 3 a.m. everything was still. The crickets were singing on the backyard hill. I was pleasantly tired, very well fed, so I went up and crashed on their waterbed. Figured I'd get myself a good night's sleep, like my mama always told me to do. She said, "Son, get your rest. You can always rob 'em blind in the morning. So nighty-night." Well, the sun came up. I opened my eyes and I looked out the window to a clear blue sky. I was thinking how good it is to be alive when that family van pulled up into the drive. Uh-oh, they're back. Now the door swung open and out jumped Dad. 3 cameras round his neck and a full duffel bag. He said, "Good work, kids. We did all right. Now let's unload all this stuff and get it all out of sight." Wait a minute. Where'd they get all that stuff? How did they get all that stuff? That's what I was wondering. So Dad clapped his hands and the family started hopping, unloading the van while my eyes were popping. Furniture, appliances, clothing, and more all piled on the lawn like a Goodwill store. I recognized my beer stein collection. Now Dad walked up to Junior. He put his arm around him and he said, "Son, you're getting too big to crawl through the windows. We'll have to show you how we pick the locks." Pick the locks?
box, I was shocked and a little disgusted too. But I was out of time and I had to go. Just a few more seconds to the family would show. I heard him at the front door, the lock went click when I was through the back window and on to the deck. Only problem was the dog tried to follow me. After all, I fed him last. Now ever since that day I've been reformed. I don't steal from you good folks anymore. I just wait for you all to go to Dixieland, then I visit your homes. I visit your homes on the time-share plan. I like to think of that as a form of creeping socialism. So bring it home! Burglar. Thank you, Ramblin' Burglar.
They went off for a while. They went off.
We do a song from our Bumpity Bump CD. It's what you say to the salesman, the proverbial salesman who knocks at your proverbial door. I realize most of it's electronic these days, but imagine if you got a chance to talk back. This one's called The Best Buy in Town. Remember when I promised to find you a home? That's a refrigerator box made of fine cardboard. It's out there in the alley at a price you can afford. It says the best buy in town. Oh yeah, the best buy in town. I don't believe what you're telling me, man. I won't lay my money down. Cars at Honest John's. The man's of this beauty was once owned by James Bond. The gas tank has a few bullet holes in it, and the ejector seat's gone, but otherwise it's mint, and it's the best buy in town. The best buy in town, no. I don't believe what you're selling me, man. I won't lay my money down. Check my stock portfolio, and he said the market's tumbled and you just lost all your dough. But if you got $1, invest in tranquilizer pills. At least you'll be calm when you can't pay your bills. Now they're the best buy in town. The best buy in town. I don't care what you're selling me, man. I won't lay my money down. No sale, baby.
a Cheshire cat. The whole world's for sale, but do you like it like that? It's the best buy in town. The best buy in town. Well, don't care what you're selling, man, I won't lay my money down. Come on, man, it's the best buy in town. Yeah, the best buy in town. I don't believe what you're selling me, man, I won't lay my money down.
Thank you so very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
What about that raffle, Bruce?
I want to remind everybody there's great food tonight. There's burgers, hot dogs, pulled pork sandwiches. Remember, all proceeds of the food and bar benefit go to the Historical Society. Also, don't forget to throw your recyclables in the correct containers. There's also 2 raffles.
Or else.
Or else. We have 2 raffles going on tonight. 50-50 raffle. Winner splits the take with the Historical Society. There's also a wine basket raffle with wine, beer, a corkscrew, and a $100 gift certificate to the museum shop. Wow.
Oh yeah. Well, we'd like to take you back down to the days, or back to the days of hi-fi stereo vinyl. This is an interesting phenomenon. Try explaining to a kid sometime just what that was all about. People used to buy gigantic pieces of furniture that would take up a quarter of their living room just for the privilege of hearing 20 minutes of music playing out across a flat black plastic disc. Sounds fantastic, doesn't it, kids? But it's really true. Your parents, or probably your grandparents, did this. They actually did that. They bought these consoles with all tube radios, 40 times the size of a modern radio, recessed turntable, finished in oak and cherry, grill cloth speakers, funny looking lamp on one side, your stack of records on the other side. In the middle of your stack of records is a fake Hawaiian record. I don't know why, but people just bought a lot of fake Hawaiian music in those days. Probably to thaw out a date. That's how you were born, kid. And in the middle of side 2 of this torpid little fake Hawaiian record is the liveliest number on the album, and this is the one we're going to do for you, the Hawaiian War Chant. Hope you like it.
Carroll on slide guitar. Steve Carroll.
We got a little blues thing coming at you now, a little easy rockin' blues number. And it explains to the men how the ladies like to be treated. Some of you know, but others of you might want to hark up. It's called Love Her With a Feeling.
If you're going to love that woman, love her with a thrill. 'Cause if you don't, you know, someone else surely will. You better love her with a feeling. Why don't you love her with a feeling? Love her with a feeling. Don't you love her at all? No woman don't want that old halfway stuff. So before you turn her loose, be sure she got enough. You better love her with a feeling. You know you got to love her with a feeling. You love her with a feeling. Or don't you love at all? Oh, she shake all over. Got the big leg outside the wall. She said, take your time, let's leave it. You know you can have it all if you would just love me with a feeling. You got to love me with a feeling. Love with a feeling. Or don't you love at all? Tell you about my baby. You know her hair is long and curly. Her teeth shine just like pearls. She wake up in the morning, man. She jumps just like a squirrel. She going to love me with a feeling. She going to love me with a feeling. Love with a feeling. But she won't love at all. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right now. Took a long time, man. All right. If you can't do it a long time, do it twice. Well, the coppers brought her in. She didn't need no bail. She shook it for the judge. She put the coppers in jail because she shook it with a feeling. You know she shook it with a feeling. Loves it with a feeling. She won't love it at all. Say that
Love Her With A Feeling.
Very much.
All right, you guys. We're going to do another one from our Bumpity Bump CD, and it's another blues number. And it's about one of those kind of old problems that some men have. Not the one you're thinking of, but rather the one where you come in your front door and you hear your back door slam. What's going on? The song is appropriately titled The Backdoor Blues. It goes back to, I don't know, about the mid or late 30s. I certainly didn't play it on the radio. All right, one, two, three.
Won't you tell me, baby, who left you a little while ago? Won't you tell me, baby, who left you a little while ago? I come in the front way, I heard a strange man run out my back door. This one there, baby, I ain't never seen before. And the bed broke down, never saw it rolling on the floor. Just tell me, baby, who was up there a little while ago? I come in the front when a strange man runs out my back door. Well now, this one little baby, you better understand, you've been out boogie-woogie tonight. Gotta raise some sand, won't you tell me, baby, who was up there a little while ago? I come in the front way and I heard a strange man run out my back door. Now, sideways, he's carrying his shoes. Oh, won't you tell me, baby, who was up there a little while ago? But I come in the front way, I heard a strange man run out my back door. I saw him come by me running, smelling like a garbage can, wearing my overcoat, his trousers in his hand. Oh, won't you tell me, baby, who was up there a little while ago? When I come in the front way, I heard a strange man run out my back door. Catch him now.
Thank you very much. Backdoor Blues.
And I just wanted to remind you, if you are enjoying the band, we do have CDs available. One full-length CD, Bumpity Bump. Half-length CD, Slap Happy, reasonably priced, professionally recorded. Will play in any CD player. Also available on cdbaby.com, and you can also get a hold of us at stevehurl.com. The easiest way is just see us during the break or after the show.
So we're going to end this set with a song from our Slap Happy CD. And it's a song about a guy who's just running around all over town looking for his baby, but he can't find her anywhere. The woman he's looking for is named Jessie May.
Oh, Jessie May, what was it that I did so wrong? Hey now, Jessie May, we worked together for so long. But when I woke up this morning now, you and your skinny old legs, they were gone. I went to the station, I thought that's what you do. The conductor said you zipped right by and you ran right out of your shoes. So I went down to the pawn shop, I knew your cash was low. Your pearls were on the counter and they said you had to go now, Jessie May. What was it that I did so wrong now? And now, Jessie May, we worked together for so long, yeah. When I woke up this morning, you and your skinny old legs, they were gone, 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 gone. I went to your dentist, thought that's where I'd find you. He said you saw me coming and you left your teeth behind you. So I went to your hairdresser just to see if you was there. She said yes you was, but that you left without your hair. Now, Jessie May, what was it that I did so wrong? Hey now, Jessie May, we were together for so long, for so long. When I woke up this morning, you and your skinny old legs, they were gone, 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 gone. Hey, hey, hey.
I'm still looking for that woman. Where can she be?
I went to your sister's, I thought that's where you'd stay. She said you left your dress behind when you made your getaway. Now I got your wig, your teeth, your dress, your pearls, your shoes. I got all your pieces, woman,
wants a short, naked, bald woman with no teeth and little skinny legs. Please send her back home to me. That's just the man, I love her. I got a wig and her pearls, but I ain't got the girl. She left me in a mess, holding the shoes and the dress. I love her in the winter, spring, summer, and the fall. I love that sweet little woman, skinny legs and all. Just a man, come on home. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yep.
I sang the suffering blues so long. Now it ain't too good to feel 'em, but they make a real fine song. I'm gonna get some conversation for the way you done it wrong. I sang the suffering blues in every little backstreet bar. And I sang the suffering blues in a broken down luxury car. Hey, now it's uptown or downtown, uptown or downtown. The blues will find you where you are. You know I'm looking out my window to the twilight's cool, playing on my guitar and trying to remember a tune. And I was just thinking about a good friend, who left this whole world too soon. Sometimes I get to drinking, then I get to thinking, then I get to wondering why. People who upset me are never gonna get me. I don't know why I
Yeah, thank you. Sufferin' Blues, that one, the Sufferin' Blues. Now we're going to switch styles on you a little bit. We're going to hopefully not make anybody dizzy, but we're going to switch styles a couple times, next couple numbers. The next one we're going to do is in the sort of Tejano, or sometimes called Norteña tradition. This is Texas, South Texas, North Mexican border music. Good bouncy stuff, fun stuff to sing. This song is also in a second tradition, a tradition of songs where worthless boyfriends plead their case, which makes it an enormous fun to sing. This one is called I Care, I Care, I Care, I Swear. Yeah, all right. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I care. I swear, I swear, I swear. Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna switch styles again, and we're gonna do something that's might take you back to the sounds of maybe middle '60s rocksteady reggae. For those of you who grew up in the islands or Britain or Canada, didn't seem to make too many inroads here, but fun style of music. And we use that to tell you the tale of the Night Watchman. 1, 2, 3, go! Night watchman, working on the midnight shift. Night watchman, Watchman. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, now, folks, our next song here, we kind of subtitled it The Baby Boomers Lament, but that's just because it's their turn right now. The name of the song is actually, Now That I've Got My Brain on Track, I Want My Young Body Back. Addressed to the complaint department, wherever they are. And it goes about like this. 1, 2, 3.
Body
Thank you very much. I want my young body back, please.